Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking guys. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. Equally important, if not more important, of course. How are we all doing today? How are we all doing today on this most beautiful of Tuesday mornings? Shite. Oh shit. Shite is no good. Bad. It's like 3 PM. Yeah, that's morning somewhere in the world. I am doing okay. Oh shit, it's one of those days, huh? One of those okay. I'm doing great because of drugs. Feels good, man. Well, that's what they're for. Yeah, temperatures are rising, that is true. I think I accidentally swallowed a piece of aluminum paper that was wrapped around a piece of chocolate. Am I gonna be okay? Yes. Back in my day, the kebaberias folded the rolls with 40 fucking layers of aluminum in between. Yeah, that was just part of the dish back then, okay? That was just part of the fucking dish. Enjoy it while it lasts. How can Nina still make this art when she had to take care of Forsen Jr.? It's because she doesn't have to take care of Forsen Jr. that she can't make this art. It's what the Americans call freedom. Freedom! But it looks really good. 1 card reveal per day. Cope. Very nice. Very nice. It's like a little advents calendar. Are you scuba diving? I'm not scuba diving. I'm thinking about renewing my license and doing it, but seems like a lot of hard work. One of the new Warlock Legendary was made so you can tape as much as you want. What are you taping? A birthday present? Pebon. You're gonna rage even more at current arena, more RNG and card generation. Well, we're not playing until the patch, so we'll never know. We'll never know. I think the patch is at like 7, right? 7, 6, 7. Somewhere along those lines. Season 14 in Diablo 4 starts today, I think. That's true. But I'm not playing the new season. Is Nani also into the 6-7 meme? She's into the 6-9 meme. We got some Sabaronis, we got some Resabaronis here, let's see. Louis, thank you. Diox, Floppish. Welcome back. We got Killgaze, Zarikos, The Real, Chogiva. Subtopia, thank you. 1 year on it's DJJ, it says Forsen 1, very nice. Here's your cringe fist, sir. Whoop. Thank you very much. Journey badge, man. Manly man. Philip, thank you. Emon dog as well. Porcupine with 300 bits says fuck you, nor skin Forsen fu. Whatever that is, I don't know. What's happening, chat? What's happening in the world today? What do I need to know about? New Cloud and ChatGPT are now letting the government and rich groups exclusively use the version of AI that can hack anything. Nice, very nice. At least 4 trapped after apartment block collapses in Athens. Well, that is Greek construction for you. Netherlands and Germany sent home. You look like Ryan Gosling in the movie The Believer. I don't believe you. You don't care, but Germany lost to a bunch of llama riders in the World Cup and they are out. That's what you get, Germans. That is what you get. Cyberpunk Season 2 announced. New Warcraft RTS leaked. With leak was later confirmed by Blizz along with a classic called Camelot. Bruh, really? Is that true? I knew they have a BlizzCon this year. And we were talking about this before, and I said Blizzard has to redeem themselves with Warcraft 4. But I don't think it will ever happen because you Zoomers don't really, RTS, it's too technical for you. But maybe they're doing it anyway because it's a cheap game maybe to make in comparison to other genres. I'm not really sure. They just reused the Warcraft 3, I guess, with some new shenanigans. Arthas RPG as well. Bro, where can I see all these Blizzard leaks? I don't know if you're talking shit or not. Jennifer Gibbons, VP of Entertainment Software Association, said Minecraft community servers are illegal. You're done. Minecraft community servers are illegal. Lol. I'm about to say sucks my dick. Warcraft Chronicles, supposedly based on Chronicles novels, also leaks. And Arthur Souls-like. I think BlizzCon this year might be lit, unironically. Is it a Blizzard Redemption arc or what? We'll see. What did you last play? When did you last play an RTS game? I for instance played Age of Mythology Retold last year. I can't remember what we played last. I think we played Age of Empires, but I think Age of Empires is such a bad game. Like, it's a bad RTS. That's what it is. As someone who played it before you guys were born, I think it's like, out of all the RTSs back then, it was the worst, right? You had Red Alert, Command & Conquer, you had StarCraft, Warcraft. Age of Empires is just like the worst. It's like the fucking black sheep. It's just not great. I am looking forward to Dawn of War though. I don't know when that's releasing. I think that's like August, September or something, actually. Dawn of War 4. I had a lot of fun with Dawn of War 2. I haven't played 1 or 3. So we'll see. I think the 4th is supposed to be more like the first one, which I haven't played, so we'll see how that goes. But Skyrim New Vegas multiplayer mod server out for a while now are now considered polished quality. Better polished than Polish quality. Am I right? Polska górą. Valve forced D-Brand to issue full refund on their Portal-inspired Steam Machine companion. I don't even know what that means, man. I don't even know what that means.
A cold coming we had of it. Just the worst time of the year for a journey, and such a long journey. The ways deep and the weather sharp, the very dead of winter.
Ah! I fell. I have fallen and I can't get up. Okay. Welcome to the game 3 in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's also gonna be a good time. Good time. I was thinking about something, but I lost my train of thoughts. Alright. Who's up for some links, chat? Who's up for some links? We got a pre-linker from 1 hour ago. You think his link will be good or not good?
Are you doing Hearthstone placements or an arena run force? Anyways, how is Snake and the Rat? When will you piece of shit play Terraria?
What the fuck? The new cards will only be out in the arena until the official expansion in like 6-7 days. So we're doing that.
Wow, this looks amazing! Ancient pre-war technology. You're good at this. It's almost as good as that reproduction party my boyfriend did. Oh, wait, maybe it was my uncle that threw me that party. Wait, no, wait. I think my uncle was my boyfriend. Regardless, his sperm count was way too low for me. One more thing. Try not to let your guard down. It's bad luck. I'm kidding. I would never shoot you in the head.
Pre-linkers.
创世纪第17章。亚伯兰年99岁的时候，耶和华向他显现，对他说：“我是全能的神，你当在我面前做完全人，我就与你立约，使你的后裔极其繁多。”亚伯兰俯伏在地，神又对他说：“我与你立约，你要做多国的父。从此以后，你的名不再叫亚伯兰，要叫亚伯拉罕，因为我已立你做多国的父。我必使你的后裔极其繁多，国度从你而立，君王从你而出。我要与你，并你世世代代的后裔坚立我的约，做永远的约，是要做你和你后裔的神。我要将你现在寄居的地，就是迦南全地，赐给你和你的后裔永远为业，我也必做他们的神。神又对亚伯拉罕说：“你和你的后裔必世世代代遵守我的约。你们所有的男子都要受割礼，这就是我与你并你的后裔所立的约，是你们所当遵守的。你们都要受割礼，这是我与你们立约的证据。 你们世世代代的男子，无论是家里生的，是在你后裔之外用银子从外人买的，生下来第8日都要受割礼。你家里生的和你用银子买的都必须受割礼，这样我的约就立在你们肉体上，做永远的约。
That's some stupid shit, man. 2.4 million views. Yeah. I guess it's the only video available.
Neil the seal is back, and he's bigger than ever.
He's well on the way to adulthood, and he'd be pushing close to 1,000 kilos, so up around 1 tonne. So that's a really considerable animal that we're now dealing with.
The southern elephant seal was born on the Tasman Peninsula 5 years ago. Since then, his antics have turned him into a social media sensation.
He'll go anywhere where there are people, loves the road, loves the water.
He's doubled in his weight since the last time he was here a couple of years ago. Yeah, gone enormous.
And he's set to get even larger, with full-sized adults sometimes weighing in at more than 3 tonnes.
Are they just letting him roam wherever? Or what?
Closer to breeding age, there is potential that he could become a bit more aggressive and territorial.
To try and coax Neil away from busy roads and back onto the beach, authorities have recently taken a more assertive approach, including using a padded stick and board, which they describe as a standard internationally recognised technique used by trained wildlife experts.
Why does it sound sarcastic?
But I can certainly assure
Why does that sound so sarcastic?
Nothing that we do is hurting Neil, and it's really with his best interests and the public front and centre.
Experts say Neil is likely to keep returning to the same parts of southern Tasmania over the coming years, and as he gets bigger, they're urging the public to keep their distance.
For a big animal, he can move extremely fast.
It's recommended people stay at least 20 metres away from Neil, and even further if they have dogs. Jono Gibson, ABC News.
Oh my god, Australian news, man. Hi, or thank you, man. Snake Jack. We got Kick Manda with the gifted. Thank you, boys. Welcome back. Welcome. Warcraft 4 preview.
Clear the debris! Clear the debris! Reload cannons and give them another round from our broadside!
Nearly all the cannons were destroyed after that last attack, sir! There won't be enough to do any damage!
She's coming astern, sir! They're going to board us! Sir? Ready the small arms and prepare for attack! They'll never take us alive! Attack!
Sir, we have captured Captain Clark. Well, well, this is indeed a rare treat. Captain Nathaniel J. Claw. I'm sorry, but I must inform you that your ship is lost and your crew was left in Denmark. How I should say this, indisposed?
You can't tow me up a rope. I'll have my vengeance.
Oh, I doubt that. You see, you are a gift for the king and will be publicly executed upon our return. Bringing scoundrels like yourself to justice makes the people feel safer and enforces the might.
Alright.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we explore and celebrate the diverse cultures that make our world rich and fascinating. Through engaging videos and insights.
That's a lot of asses. Are there any dicks?
Hello, Mr. Force. I noticed that your title says games and shit. I know the games will come in later. As for the
That's a
shit,
dick.
I can only assume it's referring to Germany and Netherlands World Cup performance today.
I guess. How they got the dick too.
Your play, Walter. You're on your own.
Looks like you're about 1,000 gallons light here, Mike. Where's the juice?
Methylamine isn't coming.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the man who's keeping it. 1,000 gallons of methylamine is worth more in my hands than it is in yours, or anyone else's for that matter. But I need distribution.
Distribution.
That's right. I'll give you 35% of the take.
Why the hell would we want you? You realize we have our own operation, right?
I know all about your operation. See, my partners here tell me that you produce a meth that's 70% pure, if you're lucky. What I produce is 99.1% pure. So, you have the opportunity to sell it yourself. And with our skills, you'll earn more from that 35% than you ever would on your own.
Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
Do what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Fring.
You sure? Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
Not AI.
先生、もつきちゃんです。くふふ。やっぱり来たんだね、先生。そうだよね。かわいいむつきちゃんに会えるとなったら、喜びさんで先生は来ちゃうよね。うんうん、わかるわかる。まあ、私たちとしてもわざわざ先生のために用意したのに、先生がいなかったら拍子抜けだし。ん？違う。今回準備に参加したのは便利屋68へのお仕事の依頼だからじゃないよ。純粋に先生のためにやっただけ。むつきちゃんからの日頃の感謝の印です。くふふ。先生嬉しい？嬉しい？照れなくていいよ。ほら、嬉しいですって素直に。
I didn't hear you say no more links, Force, so here is a link.
No more links.
よくできました。くふふ。そう先生、せっかく来たんだ
から、いろいろ写真撮ってきてね。いろいろな展示物もあるし、変な猫の鳥がいあるんじゃない？なんかかよこちゃんも気にしてたし。他にも先生が見たことがない私たち生徒の写真もいっぱい。すぐそこにはツーショットが撮れるとこもあるからさ。
cho nên là cái độ dốc nó cao, cho nên khi mà mưa xuống, mưa bão xuống thì nước đổ dồn rất nhanh, tốc độ rất nhanh cho nên nó tàn phá rất là lớn, cho nên là thiệt hại nó cũng không rất là khó tránh khỏi. Vâng. Như vậy thì bình thường đi.
The fuck? His wife calling.
The social media websites that we have nowadays were created for this exact time that we are in now, and that's because they don't want us to have any natural human
Hey, Naked Snake, give it 6 years, man.
anymore.
Close to a decade
A lot
now.
of
Where?
people
Forsen,
often
this
ask me, what's
thing,
your
man.
Facebook or Instagram account? I would never make an account on any of these sites. They actually believe that that's where they will make friends. Narcissism is a requirement to join these sites, and that's not some little mental disorder where you don't really care about somebody. It's a serious mental illness where you have no empathy for anybody. You can't relate to human beings because you are dead inside. You're obsessed with yourself, your own needs, and you're always looking for admiration, comments, ratings. You actually start seeing human beings as numbers. They want us to see each other as numbers because that's exactly how they see us. She's a 5, she's an 8. What the fuck? A friend is somebody
Nervous laughter.
who you can always rely on. They will always be there for you physically in real life. They can touch you, comfort you. You can trust them with anything. Be completely open. An online friend is an absolute joke. It's an illusion.
Nervous laughter.
And of course, because of the narcissism, they fit together. They don't actually care about each other, and they will backstab you whenever they get the chance. My experience in real life with people who use these websites is that they are obviously actually very socially awkward, self-conscious, they act non-stop, and don't show any real emotions. Basically, they are disconnected from reality. The people in power created these sites because they know that most people are traumatized and empty inside. That could come from your childhood, only you know that. But everybody is there trying to fill their void by posting all of these fake photos. They are basically bathing in their own misery. And nowadays you even have people who post photos of eating raw meat, making it all meat. You're destroying the whole purpose of eating your natural diet. You're basically making fun of it, saying, look, I'm cool, I'm trendy, follow me. Now you may be thinking, this video is posted on YouTube, which is technically social media, but I created this account in 2006, 15 years ago. I never used it for that purpose. If you watched my videos years ago, you may remember
now you're using it
that
for
I
that
never
purpose.
responded to any comments because I didn't see any meaning in such superficial communication. I don't pose for my videos. The most I will do is put on a cleaner t-shirt if I'm filming a video. That's about it. As far as I'm concerned, you can still use YouTube for the same old purpose, but most people do misuse it nowadays. It is a big advertisement. I also quickly want to mention Tinder, which is an insane site. You will literally only find severely depressed people on there. If a guy or a girl ever even thinks about having more than one partner, then you already know that they are empty inside, and of course sleeping with more people will never feel this emptiness. Usually when you start eating raw meat, you realize what life is really about, all of a sudden you want to have a family, and the partner that you're with can give you everything that you need because you already have everything that you need. Thanks for watching.
Alright.
Oh wow, look at that. I got a new background. First roll. I'm really happy with that. But hey everyone, welcome to Chippy Gaming. That's not my intro. I'm frazzled. It's update day. I'm very excited. Hey, my name is James. Welcome back to Chippy Gaming. And welcome to Terraria 1.4.5. The guide. What's he got to say? He's got an exclamation mark. Now, I'm very excited to be playing this update. I've been, you know, like all of you, waiting to play this. And hey, Cloud Slime. I forgot these spawn on regular worlds. It's update day. The update is out. And I debated for a long time what I was going to play. I was going to play Skyblock up until last week. That's what I had in my head. But then I thought, you know what? Like many of you at home, that's so strange. It's gonna take a while to get used to this. I won't lie. This isn't how I picture the guide. You know, we all have a version of. It's like seeing a YouTuber's face for the first time. It don't feel right. I'm quite used to not having a home, but I wouldn't mind one. Guide, you're getting a shack. You're getting a shack. Anyway, like many of you, as I wait for a Terraria update, as it gets closer and closer, I tend to find myself playing less vanilla Terraria. The more I know about an update, the less I want to play the old version. That is until about a year from now, I'm going to be very nostalgic and I'm going to be like, I need to go back to 1.4.4. I love the shimmer. Do you get what I'm saying? So I haven't done vanilla in a while. So I'm doing expert mode and I'm going to play classless. I'll probably lean into summoner. I just want to experience the update. I want to see it all properly. Now, to address the elephant in the room, have I played this update before? Kinda, but also, no, not really.
Forsen is not here right now, so I will donate a link.
Skyblock. No. Let me tell you, movie magic. It was all faked. That's right. Now, I'll tell you how it goes. It was the same with 1.4. Basically, let me craft some torches, because we're heading straight into this cave. I'll sit and write out a list of things I think would be nice in the trailer based on, you know, what I already know about the update, because I'm the spoiler guy. I keep up with spoilers. Then I go to Chaos and I say, I'm looking, ooh, Froggy Neckband, equipable, vanity item, ribbit till you croak. Right, that is a hurt sound. I'm very happy about that. I love frogs. But I go to Chaos and I say, oh, I need these sets. So he'll go, oh, you need a Skyblock set? And I'm like, yep, I need 3 different versions of it. So he'll build 3 different versions of the Skyblock set. Then we jump in, we film. So I haven't actually played it. And then in terms of the beta runs I got to be a part of, I made videos about those, so you lot know as much as me. I was playing on Weird Seeds, and I wasn't really playing, because I was more just stood around yapping to the devs, asking them questions, basically. Just doing my thing. You know how it is. So no, I haven't actually played the update. Like, I've not done single player, which is my favorite way to play. I've got, like, no hours on this update. So
my favorite way to play?
Fresh to me, other than the fact I know about some items, but I don't know where you get them. For example, right? The pals in the trailer. I know they exist, but I don't know where to get them from. Like, I genuinely don't. I was told at some point. I'm not going to lie to you. I was told. But I did not store it in the back of my brain. They're scattered. That's what I remember. They're scattered throughout the world. I don't know what that means. I'm just so excited to play. I'm so excited to play. So, yeah, there are going to be lots of things that I'm going to be pretty excited about. And then if you spot something that I don't react to, that's because I've already seen it. And, like, what's that? Wait, like, what is that? Is that showing me what I had in my hand before? If I do this. So it is. Wow, so that's really cool. So I didn't know that.
Wow, that is really, really, really cool, actually.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist
I'm
is
denying that
dangerous.
trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So
pregnant.
you are denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told
allowed
that
to
they're
question.
opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot
I
just in this
know,
exchange.
absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yep.
Extraordinary. Oj, det var War Effects men sådant. Hadvar, welcome back.
Craving it. Naturally, the narcissist's fantasies are devoid of any performance anxiety or of the need to reciprocate in the sex act by pleasing his anonymous and robotic partners. Such imaginarium invariably leads to acts of self-stimulation, the ultimate manifestations of autoeroticism. Even when the narcissist incorporates his real-life partner in his fantasies, he is bound to treat her as a mere prop, a body to masturbate with, in or on, an object to be defiled in acts such as group sex, swinging, wife-sharing, wife-swapping, outright sexual deviance, urophilia, coprophilia, water sports, golden showers. This crude and overt denigration serves to render the partner, the intimate partner, a slut.
My fellow chatters, as the President of the United States, I need you to spam TrueHeart, or else there will be severe repercussions. TrueHeart 7, TrueHeart 7, TrueHeart 7.
Sexually inaccessible or unattainable women, such as his mother. The somatic narcissists and psychopaths' sexual promiscuity emerges from underlying problems in gender identity. Many of them are closet bisexuals, cross-dressers, and prone to paraphilias such as pedophilia, fetishism, and sexual sadism or masochism. Some narcissists and psychopaths try to act out their fantasies and get their partners to assume roles commensurate with their
The
propensities,
Giga projecting
predilections,
on
and
this guy.
proclivities,
Holy fuck,
however
dude.
outlandish, illegal, or extreme. A useful test to tell apart healthy sexual fantasies from narcissistic and psychopathic ones is to pose the question, would you be equally satisfied having sex with a sophisticated, inflatable, robotic doll, robotic sex doll, as with a flesh and blood partner? And if the answer is yes, the doll would do, the doll would satisfy me as much as a flesh and blood partner, then in all likelihood we are dealing with a narcissist, with a psychopath. They don't really care that you're alive, they care that you perform. Yet these glimpses into the thwarted and demented rarely go down well with the significant others of psychopaths and narcissists. The narcissist's self-exposure often elicits reactions of horror, repulsion, and estrangement. And so most narcissists don't even bother to share their fantasies with their so-called intimate others, loved ones, nearest and dearest, and insignificant others. The cerebral narcissist merely retreats to sexual abstinence and celibacy punctuated by compulsive porn-fueled masturbation. The somatic narcissist compulsively hunts for new feminine prey to sacrifice on the insatiable altar of his false self. And now we come to cuckolds and swingers. Cuckolds and swingers also try to convince their partners to participate in threesomes, in group sex, in gangbangs, to go to sex clubs. They want to observe their partners with other people as well. They convert their partners into kind of porn stars. But the motivation is totally different. The psychology of a typical cuckold or a typical swinger has very little to do with the psychology of a narcissist or a psychopath. First of all, swingers don't call themselves swingers. They are part of the lifestyle. The lifestyle includes sexual acts performed by more than two participants, whether in the same space or separately. It is colloquially known as swinging, or wife or spouse swapping, wife or spouse.
Okay.
Some relationships are characterized by a degree of laissez-faire and freedom that border on emotional absenteeism, neglect, and abandonment. Both members of such couples lead separate lives.
This guy's giving me
They
asthma.
mind their own business. They rarely inquire about the other's whereabouts. Don't ask, don't tell is the ruling regulating principle. And the reason the members of such couples grant each other such latitude is because one of them is a codependent with extreme abandonment anxiety, and the other is a histrionic, a compensatory narcissist, or more rarely, a borderline who wants to be dumped by her intimate partner and preemptively abandons him. I discussed this in my recent series about borderline women. And so when such a partner is dumped, she feels good and relieved, even elated, and for two reasons. First of all, it validates her view of herself as a bad and worthless object, usually the main message of the introjects, the inner voices inside her. And this partner has been told in childhood that she's bad, she's corrupt, she's no good. And being dumped by the intimate partner validates that, tells her that it's true. Her inner voices are sadistic, narcissistic. Her mother probably was sadistic, narcissistic. Her role models, her teachers, her peers, I don't know who. But she seeks, her entire life is an attempt to validate and confirm what these voices are saying. And the second reason she feels relief is because being dumped prevents intimacy. Such partners hate intimacy. They fear intimacy. Intimacy suffocates them. They feel imprisoned, incarcerated, dead, strangled. Being dumped puts an end to this threat. So they push their partners to dump them by being avoidant, passive-aggressive, plain aggressive, and verbally abusive. If, no matter what they do, no matter what they try, their partners keep loving them, they actually feel deeply frustrated. They begin to hate the patient, loyal, and loving partner. They begin to hate him viscerally and wholeheartedly. People with certain personality disorders, mainly borderline, narcissistic, compulsive obsessive, schizotypal, paranoid, these people have what we call a persecutory object. It is a tormenting, devaluing, and sadistic inner voice, introject. It repeatedly and authoritatively informs them that they are bad, worthless, weak, immoral, and a disappointment in general. Such an inner critic, a relentless, integrated prosecutor and judge, is of course intolerable. In an attempt to exorcise it, the patient projects it, usually.
Which patient?
He's the guy who lets people go ahead of him in the checkout line, the one who feels guilty at the crosswalk when cars have to stop for him, because I'm thinking they must be annoyed that they have to stop just for me. And normally I'm also the type of guy who lets people go first over every little thing, no matter where we are, so they get all the benefits just because I quickly develop sympathy for them. Back in school and in situations I didn't even like, I used to laugh nervously, even though I was totally uncomfortable with this situation right now. For example, people in school threw like paper balls on my back, but I still just carried it like a heavy backpack because I wanted to be nice and fit in the joke, and I also didn't want any drama. But you know what I always realized when going through this? That I wasn't seen as cool or reliable or a good guy. Instead, I was seen as someone who you can always throw your trash at, because he's just going to pick it up anyway. A man with no balls, let's call it that way, who has zero self-confidence and makes people think they can get away with absolutely anything because I'll just accept it. I mean, what kind of person gets guilt traps when walking through a crosswalk where the cars have to wait for you? Only me? Or am I the only one? But then, a few months ago in the gym, where I had my chest and abs day, I was listening to a Pop Smoke song. I'll have it up on screen here. And in that song,
Well, this guy have a
rapped
German
about a
accent,
line
but he
that
lives
completely was stuck in my
like
head after
South
hearing
America.
it.
They take advantage if you let them.
And I don't know, maybe you know those kind of lines who just hit different, the ones you want to use in your story or so, because it was just too powerful. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute. What if for the next few weeks I start to decline everything? What if I don't let anyone go ahead of me without feeling guilty, if I'm in the right, of course? What if I don't nervously laugh when something happens, and instead just directly say when I don't want that? What would happen if I do that? Now, I don't want to say that the world made me bitter or rude or so. No, trust me, I control this. And I'm not an asshole, ask anyone who knows me personally. Some people actually used to think that I was rude, dark or so. But the fact that I stopped acting out of overthinking, emotions or guilt was, in my opinion, the biggest mental block that I could throw out. The fact that in situations you logically are in the right to, you actually carry yourself that way was worth $1 million for me. Because suddenly you stop pleasing others, and just like that you flip the switch. You actually gain respect for it, and people value you after that because you're in the right. You're in the right to do that. And this is not meant to be some cringe talk or so, but you really
Then
do
why is it?
get eaten alive if you're too nice, if you're too friendly. And after you've been nice, you get tossed and thrown away to the side by the sharks, who got their benefit and now leave you at the side. They have taken exactly everything they wanted from you, namely, of course, advantages for their own life. Don't laugh nervously when you like something. Why are you laughing? What's funny? Just say it. Otherwise, people will drain out everything from you, just like he meant in that line. As soon as the split second comes in which you think that you are in the right, or that you're allowed to do this, just do it. I know it sounds cringe, but just do it and don't let others surpass you. And then you realize that people take you more seriously than before, because you treat taking that position as something completely natural. But of course, now don't push an old lady out of your way because she walked in the exact same way as you were, and obviously offer her your seat on the bus. In Turkey, for example, people will call out you for that. Speaking from experience here. Back then, I even got called out once, even though I don't speak Turkish that good. I'm Armenian, but still respect to everyone. But in most
Why
everyday
you not speak
situations,
Turkish?
I don't pay attention to that.
Why you not speak Turkish? Hedvar, thank you. Hulking with the 7 years. Nice. Enjoy the badge, man. Alright, we're done. No further links, Your Honor. No further links. Alright, chat. Here's the plan. Here is the plane. Crashing this plane. Crashing this plan. Let's play some games and shit until it's time. It's definitely at 7, right? The patch. Definitely. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Dun, 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 dun. Region. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's play some games and then we'll swap over when it's time. First game. The Therapist Imposter. Sounds sus. Therapist Imposter. No. Okay. Is this gay?